Hi everyone! So today I am here to review the lovely Physicians Formula Nude Wear Foundation. I have the lightest shade and I am wearing it today. You can see it is medium to lightweight coverage and it is very natural looking. The look of this foundation is a beautiful natural look, which does mean a luminescent sheen, and it's not completely matte and does give minimum to medium coverage depending on how you want to apply it. You could pack on a third layer of this foundation to get completely full coverage, but I don't consider a luminous wear foundation to be able to really fully get to a full coverage without it looking cakey. I recommend going with a matte foundation if you prefer full coverage, because this one builds up very nicely, but it really only builds to a full medium. So the benefits of selecting this foundation, if you live in a hot climate like I do, then selecting this foundation is going to really help your skin breathe because it is water-based. Now there are nude glow pigments in this particular foundation. It's what gives it its luminosity. It's not sparkly, however. And the fact that it's lightweight, medium coverage, and water-based, it's very breathable and spring to summer friendly. That it's extremely easy to apply. It does have a nice pump that works right on cue. It doesn't squirt out excess foundation, and you can pretty much get most of your foundation out of it. Obviously, when you're reaching the bottom of any particular product with a foundation pump, you might want to remove the pump and then start just pounding the foundation out with your hand or a sponge or a brush to get the excess out. So if you chose a very big full brush like this, it would go even faster, but it will still provide you a very nice fast coverage with a small dense brush like this one. It could end up looking streaky with a brush like this one with very loose hairs, so I tend to prefer these as blush brushes. You can always go with that as well because this particular foundation isn't sticky or wet, so it won't naturally go on goopy. The average retail for this foundation is $12.95 to $14.95. You can pick up this foundation anywhere Physicians Formula is sold. So if you have Physicians Formula at your Walmart, your Walgreens, your Publix, your wherever else Physicians Formula can be sold, there's actually quite a few places, as well as Ulta. You can go ahead and pick this up anywhere between $12.95 to $14.95. Prices vary upon location and state. So this is a 1 fluid ounce foundation, and I do have the lightest shade. Sometimes the camera picks me up as a slightly different color. So if you are extremely fair to porcelain, none of the shades will match you, unfortunately, unless you want to mix this up to achieve a warmer glow. Now this foundation claims that it's virtually unnoticeable on the skin, and I do think that's pretty true. It does give a somewhat luminous glow aside from my highlighter that you see here. So it is somewhat of an artificial glow, but non-sparkly. It does sort of remind me of the NARS Sheer Glow look, so if that's something that you're interested in, this is a great option to go with as well. This is completely fragrance-free. It does claim to be non-comedogenic because it is water-based, but if you go with your natural skincare or whatever skincare you're using at home, no foundation should ever really pose a problem unless you're allergic to one of the ingredients or have had problems with it in the past. For people with oily to combination skin, I highly recommend this particular product. If your skin dries out a little bit in humidity or dry weather, this should be nice as well, as long as you have a really good moisturizer skincare first. I like this foundation so much, I would definitely keep this in my kit, my pro kit. I just wish it came in more colors for everybody, but it's something I definitely see myself repurchasing. Not only is the price so good on this, but it performs like a very high-end foundation as well, and it's very comparable to things I've loved in the past. I was kind of getting up there in my foundations with 45, 55, and I began to think that was average when it's actually more than a Chanel foundation. So this kind of brings me back down to earth, and I would definitely say it's a great buy, a great need, and a great want, and I highly, highly recommend it. I'll be checking out more things from Physicians Formula Nude Wear line just because of this foundation. I hope I like them as much as this, but this is a new staple for me. I will go back to this foundation if I like to play around and try new things, but I will go back to this one. This is a good one. Very good and easy on the wallet. I know some people think Physicians Formula is expensive. It is for drugstore, and it is depending on where you live. But overall, in the grand scheme of all the foundations in the world, it's very price point friendly. And I do believe you get what you paid for. So I do think, as opposed to spending $6 to $8 on a foundation that may not work for you, I recommend this. I think it's much more beautiful than the Revlon Color Stay, much easier to use than the Kiss My Face Tinted Moisturizer, among other things. Just really, really beautiful. I would say it's almost kind of the same finish as the Urban Decay Nakeds. So pretty much right up there with it. Just, it doesn't have as much skincare in it as the Urban Decay Naked, but then again, it's only $12.95, and skincare, we need to use that anyways. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.